I actually had hands-on experience of what real initiation is like compared to the idea of initiation, which is presented by most modern popular level Western esoteric schools. So the first thing that's important to understand is that Western Hermetic training kind of comes in two formats. And the most popular format is what the ancient Greeks called thaumaturgy, which is kind of magic for magic's sake. So it's like people studying the techniques for producing esoteric magic effect just in themselves for the sake of messing with the nature of reality in order to get a better car, improve their job, get a girlfriend, make more money, get revenge on people or whatever. So the ancient Greeks called that thaumaturgy. And the other aspect of Western Hermetism is what the ancient Greeks called theurgy, which is magic for the purpose of spiritual self-development. And the backbone of that process is what the ancients referred to as initiation. Today, the term initiation is pretty much given as a reference to simply studying occultism. If you read a lot of books, if you join a group, if you hang out with other people who are interested in occult and muck about with ritual and things like that, as you're learning about all that stuff, it's largely called initiation, but that's not what initiation originally referred to. Actual initiation, beginning the journey of the great work, as it's called in the Western Hermetic tradition, is the start of the things that are required to attain a state of illumination. And that journey is what is referred to as initiation, and in more common language we might call the journey of spiritual self-development. So there are a whole bunch of different ways of walking that path in various different traditions and even various different approaches within the Western tradition, but they're all based on the same basic formula. And esoteric Western Hermetic initiation requires from you a number of things. And the first thing is you can't do it alone. There's no such thing as self-initiation, because the initiatory process requires you to go deep into your mind and to undo yourself and pull all the various parts of the machinery of your mind apart, clean them and join them back together again in such a way that they can propel you into a deep spiritual condition. You can't do that by yourself, because that would be like trying to perform brain surgery on yourself. The simple mechanics that are required for performing brain surgery on a person are such that they stop you from being able to, like if you have to induce anesthesia in order to operate on your brain, that alone stops you from actually being able to perform the process. Initiation is kind of similar to that, as you're undoing your psyche, pulling the various parts of your mind apart in order to clean them and join them back together again. If you tried to do that by yourself, you would end up in a psychological mess that you would not be in a position to clean up. One of the ways that this is explained in traditional initiatory language is that initiation is part of the mysteries. It is a mystery. It's a situation which is unknown to the average person. So for a start, you can't initiate yourself because you actually don't know what it is that initiation requires, and you are completely unfamiliar with the territory that you're attempting to head into. So the first thing is that you need a teacher, and that teacher has to be somebody who's gone through the process themselves successfully, so that then they can deliver that same process to you. And that's the basis for authentic Hermetic initiation. You need an expert teacher to train you, and that's not an easy situation to get into, because those kinds of experts are very rare individuals.